Nancy is at a Sanders rally at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. Nancy, Sanders has now met with President Obama, Joe Biden, Harry Reid, Chuck Schumer, all projecting Democratic unity. You asked Senator Reid this. What is it that Sanders is holding out for?
And he said, Elaine, that he wants to make sure that his revolution is realized. That was pretty vague from Leader Reid, but what other Democrats have told me is that Sanders basically wants to make sure that everything that he has said and done over this past year isn't in vain. He wants to make sure that the party and the Clinton campaign adopt some of his most closely held proposals. And he's willing to be flexible, I'm told, on which ones. He's realistic. He knows that they won't adopt them all. But whether it's a $15 minimum wage or a ban on fracking or paid family and medical leave, these kinds of things that have garnered him the sort of following that you see behind me right now, thousands of people for a candidate who really has no shot at the nomination at this point. He wants to hold out as long as he can because he has the time and he has the leverage, and he wants to see how far he can push the party.
Hillary Clinton came out strongly against Trump on Twitter after he criticized President Obama's endorsement, writing, "Delete your account." Reince Priebus with the RNC then hit back at her, followed by another Trump tweet saying, "How long did it take your staff of 823 people to think that up? And where are your 33,000 emails that you deleted?" Now, it's interesting because Hillary Clinton, as you know, is known for being extremely scripted, on message. What does this tweet, do you think, say from a strategy perspective?
It shows that there are perils that come along with Twitter, and one is tweeting before you think. As everyone has done from time to time, you would think that there were enough layers of management within the Clinton campaign that someone would say, hey, probably best not to put out a tweet phrased quite that way when Clinton's email server is under investigation by the FBI and there are allegations that she, guess what, deleted her account. I think they were a little giddy, Elaine, after the president's video endorsement was released. It was almost a fawning endorsement of Hillary Clinton with all kinds of wonderful things to say about her. And so they may have sort of reacted in the moment when they saw Donald Trump's inevitable reaction on Twitter to that endorsement, and probably they wish they could take it back.
Yeah, you called it a love letter. Love letter it was indeed. Right, in his endorsement video, the president said that he's, quote, fired up, and Clinton later tweeted out the same phrase. Of course, that was President Obama's campaign slogan, fired up, ready to go. Does the president see his support of Clinton as an extension of his presidency, and what kind of surrogate do you think we can expect him to be?
Well, we all know he's great on the stump. That was one of the things that drew huge crowds to him in the first place back in 2008 and caused such a problem for Hillary Clinton. So he is a very effective campaigner. He has a lot to say about Donald Trump, as you know, dating back years. So he's got, I would imagine, a lot of material stored up at the ready. He's going to do his first campaign event with Hillary Clinton in Wisconsin next Wednesday, one day, by the way, after the final primary here in Washington, D.C. So it's very possible that Bernie Sanders will technically still be in the race at that point and will not have dropped out, because he says he's going all the way through D.C. at the very least. But what that video showed, I think, Elaine, is just how important it is to this president or to any president to make sure that their legacy endures. And he knows that the best way to do that is to make sure that a Democrat is in the White House following him. And that's why he's going to go to bat for Hillary Clinton.
Nancy, Elizabeth Warren is set to endorse Hillary Clinton Thursday. What are you hearing from the campaign in terms of the relationship there and the possibility of Senator Warren as a running mate?
Well, Hillary Clinton publicly has had nothing but praise for Elizabeth Warren, saying that she's a great and effective leader. She's obviously great and effective, Hillary Clinton says, at tweaking Trump, as she's doing again tonight in a speech to a lawyers group. She will call him a fraud and a phony, according to her prepared remarks. But the Clinton campaign says it's way, way too early to say whether Elizabeth Warren or anyone else will be Clinton's running mate. And that's not just talk, Elaine. the truth is that campaigns do a lot of polling to figure out what it is that they need from a running mate. Do they need help shoring up the base? Do they need help moving to the center? And this is something that they are going to be considering over the next couple of months, moving into midsummer. They're going to watch to see who Donald Trump picks as a running mate. So Elizabeth Warren is certainly in the mix, but I think genuinely the Clinton campaign cannot say right now who it is that Hillary Clinton will pick at the end of the day.
Still some political calculating to do. All right, Nancy Cortez. Nancy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.